Hello everyone, it's my birthday.
Woo!
Uh,
I'm sitting under streamers, just so you know.
Exciting. Uh, for those wondering, I am 26 years old today, or 312 months old, or 1,356 weeks old, or 9,497 days old. And I'll stop there
You should
because
have
the
started with
numbers.
seconds and worked back.
I should have started with seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, see if anyone can
Indeed.
figure out how old you are.
It's a lot of seconds, though.
Our little Raymond is almost 9 megaseconds old.
Megaseconds?
They grow up so fast, I guess.
Maybe. I don't have much of a frame of reference. Wait, humans die?
Wait, I'm human? Oh, crap.
This was not in the user agreement.
Planned obsolescence, man. It sucks.
Which do you guys feel like playing? Because you guys are kind of veterans of both of the games that I have slated today. Would you rather play Lasers and Feelings or Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers first?
Ooh.
Tough decision. I feel like,
That
personally,
is.
I'm leaning a little more towards lasers and feelings,
Okay.
but I'm good either way.
I have never played Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers, so I
Really?
would jump at the chance to play that.
All right.
I
Well,
thought
let's
Yeah, so let's do that then.
open up Crab Truckers, which I think I have in here as well. I just don't know what the file will be called. Crab Truckers is what the file is called.
Oh, just a friendly warning, though. If you post this on iTunes or anything, you cannot put motherfucking crab truckers in the description, otherwise it will not post.
I want to point out to all the people that made me put my podcast on iTunes, this is exactly one of the many reasons why I thought that was a dumb idea.
Well,
Now I've got to put Mother Trucking Crab Truckers on there.
I think we put mother lovin' crab truckers.
Yeah, we did.
See, that's also gross. Yes, motherfucking and mother loving are both as gross as one another. But you can hate fuck something.
It's true.
Not on iTunes, you can't.
Not on iTunes.
On iTunes, the algorithm takes that down automatically.
Could I write mother frackin' and then set it in Battlestar Galactica?
No, I think they might let you get away with that.
Motherfucking crab spacers.
Or mother frelling? We could be from Farscape. Get that Australian corner. Okay, so for those that don't know, Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers is a role-playing game about big motherfucking crabs or crab people. These crabs are vaguely square-shaped, have 8 legs and pincers, and they're just real big. They're just real big boys. They drive trucks. They drive trucks across the desert to please their motherfucking crab goddess. And they truck in heavy chromed trucks with lots of fucking wheels and rasping engines and big old cabs. The sort of cabs that could fit 300-pound square heavy-set big motherfucking crabs. And these trucks and these crabs are pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, man.
Our crabs all worship the crab goddess, and they set out from Crab Mountain, or is it Goddess Mountain? No, it's Crab Mountain.
Crab Mountain.
And they just deliver whatever it is the crab goddess tells them to. So, system uses D8s. What is the rolling mechanic?
You roll 2d8s. A 2 is bad, a 16 is great.
Alright, good. 2 is bad. I will keep this somewhere. 2d8.
Right, and if you have a trait like drive, fight, strong, sneaky that is fucking relevant, you get to roll an extra bonus die for it and pick the 2 highest dice to add together.
Ah, excellent. Someone has been a motherfucking crab trucker before.
I'm looking at the game right now, but I have.
So, um, let's you know what? Yeah, let's do our intro stuff because when this is over, I'm going to rip the audio and cut these down into individual episodes. So let's do our normal intro now. 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Raymond, and you're listening to Insert Quest here. Today's birthday quest is Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers. That's right.
What?
This is a birthday episode. With me today is Ryan and Alex from Ragnarok.
What's up, people? I need
What's
to find
going
more
on?
D8. I'm taking my headset off. I have to go on an expedition to my drawer to find D8s.
I thought you were going to say to find more beer. Ryan, what is your birthday wish?
Oh God, man, you put me on the spot here. Well, my birthday wish currently is kind of prosaic. It's to make enough money that I can afford to pay my property taxes.
That's a pretty bland birthday
joys-
wish. I'll
the
see
joys
what
of
I can do
home
about
ownership.
that for you. You know.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now you've never played in this game before, but you've run it.
No, Will has run it, and so far, every time Will has run it, he has run it when I have not been there.
I'm back.
Alex,
Yes.
Ryan and I were just talking about birthday wishes. What is your birthday wish?
I guess to see another birthday.
To see another birthday. Interesting. All right. Well, you know what my birthday wish is?
No, what?
My birthday wish is to celebrate my birthday for 30 plus hours straight. And to do no work and do no chores for that 30 plus hours and to engage in pure unadulterated hedonism for 30 plus hours straight. And
Sounds
that's
like-
what I'm damn gonna do. And it started off with a thing I can't mention on the podcast, and then transitioned into a very delightful breakfast with friends. And now we're gonna play Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers. Or as the people at iTunes would prefer, Mother Frellin Crab Truckers. Because the people at iTunes have no artistic integrity.
Yeah. Also,
So-
since no reasonable person has like a pile of D8s lying around, I have one that is clear acrylic, one that is black plastic, and one that is solid copper. Those are the dice I'm rolling.
Wow.
You know who has a pile of D8s? Eric.
That's true. Well,
Eric
yeah.
Wood.
That's because he bought like a pound of dice online, and yeah.
You know, from some Colombians.
I'm so used to rolling my copper dice that rolling regular dice, they feel so light.
I got a metallic dice for Magic the Gathering, a spin down dice, because I couldn't really justify buying like a whole set of fancy metallic dice because it was too much money, and I didn't really have any desire for one dice. And I'm like, well, I don't have a spin down or turn down dice for Magic the Gathering, which you use as your life tracker because they start at 20.
Yeah.
So I bought one of those in like this anodized aluminum kind of deal.
Nice.
But yes, I am going to turn off my webcam and we're going to start making some crab truckers. So this is going to be a first look at Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers, which is a single-page RPG. And I'm very into single-page RPGs as a design concept. They tend to have very direct concepts, very simple mechanics, normally only one roll. So that's what we're going to be playing today. We're going to be starting with Motherfucking Crab Truckers, and then if we've got time, we're going to transition into playing a little Lasers and Feelings. Both of these games tend to be kind of short, between about an hour or 2 hours. So we'll see how we go. Um, yes. So, in case I haven't already explained, because I can't remember whereabouts in this recording we are, Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers is a role-playing game where you play as giant anthropomorphic-ish crab men, or crab people, in fact. I got no problem with crab women, who devote their lives to trucking and shipping goods on behalf of their crab goddess, who resides at the sacred place of Crab Mountain. There's no telling what they might be transporting. We're going to find that out in play. But first, let's make some crabmen or crab folk. So, who's got an idea for a cool crab person?
Well, I have my crab name already.
Oh yeah, what's
It's
your crabby
Krabs
name?
Mackenzie.
Krabs Mackenzie.
Yeah.
All right, Krabs Mackenzie.
Ryan, I figure we probably need a driver and a fighter, since it's just two of us. Any preference?
Which one do you want to be?
You've never played before. You can pick. Ryan?
You guys read?
Look, you're getting a bit crackly there, my boy.
I'm gonna have to go someplace where my Wi-Fi doesn't hate me.
That seems good.
Yeah.
Other thing I could probably do.
You sound good here now.
Yeah, that's
wherever
better.
you are now. He's probably like walking down a hallway. It's like, this is not a convenient place to game.
Walking around, just trying to find the best spot, holding his laptop like above his head, standing on one foot.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good. I just switched to the other network
Oh.
because we have a 5G slightly that has a wider range.
All right, cool.
So what do you want to be? This is your first time playing, so you can pick your role first.
Why not?
All right. Apparently, we lied when we said we can hear you.
What are you picking?
The driver.
Okay.
Right. There we go.
So I will be a fighter for defense.
Cool.
All right then. So we've got a driver and a fighter. Is there anything else we need to do?
Well, yeah. So when you pick your thing, you get. So Ryan gets drive and 3 other fucking traits, and I get fight and 3 other fucking traits.
So what are your 3 other fucking traits going to be, Ryan?
Do we have a set list we can pick from, or
There is a list, but you can make up anything. So the examples are drive, fight, strong, sneaky, smart, quick. It could be anything. You could have loving. Maybe you're real good at loving.
I'm going to take strong.
Yep, you're
Okay.
a strong crab boy. You could take drinking. Pill popping. Maybe you're a pill popping, driving, love making crab machine.
Okay. So. And I'm gonna be. I do like the pill popping idea. So maybe I've got drug connections.
So I think
Now
that
remember-
would just be drugs with an exclamation point.
Yeah, it has to have an
Drive
exclamation
with an
mark.
exclamation point.
All right. So I got drive, drugs. Maybe I'll also take. I'm gonna take quick.
I'm going to take smooth for smooth talking.
You're smooth.
Yep.
Just like that Rob Thomas song.
Yep. I'm a smooth crab.
Yeah.
A smooth crabinal. Wow.
You're
And I
Michael Crabson.
I'm Krabs McKenzie.
Krabs McKenzie. So what was everybody's
Actually, wait.
three?
I'm gonna change that to Claus McKenzie.
Claus McKenzie. So I've got.
Yeah.
So Ryan, you're a driver with drive.
Yep, I got drive, drugs, quick, and I'm thinking guns.
Quick and guns.
Mm-hmm.
He's guns boy.
Uh,
And our fighter has.
you know what?
Fight.
I'll round it. I've got fight, strong, smooth, and I'm gonna take mechanic.
Ah, you're a frantic mechanic. Cool. Fight
Just in
strong,
case something happens to our fucking truck.
smooth.
All right, and in honor of the snowman from God, what is that? The one fucking trucker movie that everybody
There's a
Smokey and the
snowman
Bandit.
in a trucker movie.
Yeah. The guy who drives the truck in Smokey and the Bandit is Snowman.
Oh, okay. I've not seen
I'm gonna
Smokey
be-
and the Bandit. I've only seen allusions to it in Archer.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna be
who are you,
Daryl
Ryan?
Snowcrab.
Get
Daryl
Daryl Snowcrab and Claus McKenzie. All right. Now, is there a cool ass threat table where I can randomly determine your
There is
Your
not.
cargo?
At least not that
All
I
right.
know.
Well, so what I'm going to do to determine what their cargo is, listeners, is I'm going to open up Chrome and I'm going to go to Wikipedia. And then I'm going to click random page until I see something that I like.
I hope it's going to be a person. That's our random cargo.
We're shipping
Oh,
300. We're shipping 300,000 units of Burt Reynolds. They're all
It's a lot of
bleating in the
mustache.
back. All right, random article. No, random article. No, random article. Random article. We are not shipping a town, although that would be kind of funny.
That's a
You know
really
what?
big flatbed.
I'll keep North Ice as an option. North Ice is a research station in Greenland.
Okay.
Random article.
Oh, I got a town too. You want to ship Palmyra, Michigan?
I think I know what where you guys are going because I just rolled I just got a highway in California.
Ooh. Ooh, can we ship Armenian national activist and politician Armen Garo?
No.
How about the color bowl?
That's it. What color is that?
It's a brown. It's a shade of reddish brown. It refers to a kind of soft, fine clay whose reddish-brown varieties are used as pigments.
Why are there not a lot of physical, actual things on Wikipedia? You know what? Fuck it. You know what you guys are shipping? You guys are shipping 29 Aquari. Aquari? Aquari. Which is a binary star system.
Oh,
That is what you guys are shipping.
okay.
Crab
So-
Goddess wants it in El Paso by morning.
So, you guys are at Crab Mountain, and you're waiting in the loading dock at the base of the mountain, waiting for that sweet cargo to be ready. And somebody, did you say that the driver was named Snowball or Snowman?
Snow Crab.
Snow Crab.
Daryl Snow Crab.
Snow Crab. Right. You know, you're an Arctic crab. You're from Minnesota. All right. So you see this big crab guy in like overalls, but he's got the top of the overalls dangling around his side. He's got a beer in one hand and like a trucker hat on. It's covered in grease. He's like, "Hey, snow crab!" He's shouting at you from the other end of the lot.
Hold your shell on. I'm a coming.
Hey, snow crab, we got your trailer ready. You got to pull around to Bay 14. God
Hey,
has
Claus, looks
got a
like we got a
delivery
job.
for you.
I guess I get ready. I hitch up my pants. I get myself a little chaw, and I climb up into the cab of my truck, and I wake up Claus.
Do you want to describe what your truck looks like? How have you decorated it? Does your rig have a name?
Is there a busty jellyfish hood ornament?
Yeah. Does it have like World War II nose cone art?
I like it.
A sexy,
Instead of
a sexy crab lady painted on the side.
I was thinking eels. What do you guys think of eels? A sexy crab lady who's not wearing any clothes, but she's got eels wrapped around her.
Like a boa, but except it's an eel.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've got
love it.
And you've got those leggy crab lady mud flaps.
Just the silhouette of a woman like reclining, but it's a crab.
Yeah.
I decided our truck is called the Old Bay.
Old
Bay.
Nice.
Brilliant. Is that Bay with a Y?
Yes.
No, it's the Old Bay. So you're waking up crabs. Claus
is sleeping in the back of the cab. He's got a trucker hat pulled down over his stalks, and he's sleeping.
Claus.
What? What's up?
Claus, wake up.
I'm up.
We got a job.
Finally. Where are we going?
Pull around to Bay 14. I guess we'll find out.
So you're backing it into Bay 14. There's a bunch of crab guys just sort of watching you back it up, and one guy going, "Yeah, you got more room. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up." He's got the two hands apart, and he's slowly moving them closer to try and indicate to you how far you are, but it's not an exact science. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! That's close enough." And you see the trailer behind you. It's a very irregular shaped trailer. It kind of starts out hexagonal in shape and flares in the middle. It seems like there's a lot of heat coming off of it. And there's kind of a noise coming from it.
What are we towing?
All right, so the crab goddess has got you guys pulling a pretty interesting job here. So what we got inside is 29 Aquarii. Aquarii? Yeah, I'm not an astronomer. It's a binary star system that you pluck from the stars, and she needs you to ship it cross country, up the California state route number 154.
Oh.
So she's gonna need you to get this thing to which side of your country is east and which side is west.
The west side is west and the east side is east.
Ah, yes, brilliant.
California's on the west, New York's on the east.
Show me more towns on this list that this road goes through. Yeah, you're gonna need to deliver this thing to Santa Barbara.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's a pretty long way from here. So, what are you looking at me for? Get on the fucking road.
You heard the man,
go.
Daryl.
Daryl starts up the truck and pulls out of the loading depot.
Brilliant. You start, winding your way through the depot, and then you get to the intersection that goes onto the road. And you start to haul away from Crab Mountain. You see it looming in the background, and carved into its edifice is a beautiful, slender crab goddess, in a very kind of Indian deva kind of pose, with all the arms out and the glowing, luminous light. And there's the ever burning torch of enlightenment in her hands that are above her head. Um,
As we drive out, I make the sign of the crab goddess by clicking my claws together 3 times and touching them to my forehead.
it is right to give her thanks and praise.
Exactly.
Daryl also does this, but with one claw, because he's got.
Yeah,
one
so
claw
as
on
to
the
not,
wall time.
so as to not lose control of your um, weird, weird cargo, as it's kind of pulling the vehicle a bit. It's kind of jostling you.
Feels like we
Holy
got a
crab
little,
goddess.
Feels like we got a little drag.
Yeah, I think our its own gravity.
Huh. Well, that's interesting and new.
Hey, look, the crab goddess gets what she asks for, and she needs this binary star system delivered
Oh, yeah.
To Santa Barbara.
to Santa Barbara. So, where are you guys gonna head first on your trip?
What road are we heading down? I want to pull it up.
You need to get to Santa Barbara, and you're probably gonna have to go along at some point the California State Route 154, also known
Gotcha.
as the Chumash Highway, or unofficially as San Marcos Pass Road.
There we go. Well, 154 comes off the 101, so we're going to have to go down to Los Alamos first. I'm assuming we're coming from up north.
Hey, you guys, we're doing very narrativist, so you can be coming from wherever you want.
Gotcha.
Well, if we're going cross country, I'm gonna have to stop and get myself some speed.
Well, are we going cross country or are we going like down the coast?
I mean, hell, let's challenge ourselves. The crab goddess wants a star system shipped across country. That's what we said. That's what
All
Raymond
right.
said.
That's
what
the bill of goods.
All right. So how about we are starting in Crabadelphia?
Crabadelphia, the city of crabbily love.
Exactly.
All right, so hang on.
Oh,
Let me
wait, it
just
could also be
direction.
Crabgo. No.
Directions. Where are we going?
West.
Santa Barbara.
We're going west.
Santa Barbara, California.
Southwest.
Santa Barbara County. Directions from Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Do I want Philadelphia, PA?
Yes. You-
Not Philadelphia, IL.
Apparently,
We don't want Philadelphia. I don't even know what state is IL.
Illinois.
Illinois.
I don't know.
I mean, according to Google Maps Live Update, there's a lot of construction.
Well, it's an American city. Our infrastructure is not good.
Terrible.
Who are the best speed dealers this side of the Mississippi?
Oh God. I'm gonna say there's a redneck speed dealer named Cracker.
Cracker? All right, so your first stop is going to be in, what is the name of this town? Your first stop's going to be in Middletown. I shit you not. That or
I'm more,
High
I'm
Spire.
more
You know
interested in
what?
a town called King of Prussia.
I also saw King of Prussia, but I felt that was too close to where you guys were starting out. So I think High Spire, because there's no way that's not a fantasy town.
Yeah.
So you guys
King
are
of
driving
Prussia.
along the 76, and you see this huge, towering structure made out of like mud and chitin and straw. And as you get closer, you can see little figures crawling all over it. And you realize that this is a termite town. You know, one of them filthy land animals. Yeah, this is a termite town, and them termites, they're not too friendly to crab people. But you know that that your boy is in here, your redneck drug dealer.
Sure, this is a good idea, Daryl?
Daryl's unsure.
I guess not. Oh boy.
Daryl is stunned in silence.
Well, I guess I'm going to grab the wheel as Daryl dies and try to steer the truck to safety.
So you guys roll into town. There's a lot of dirty little termites looking at you as you roll in. They're a bit smaller than you, but you know that they're scrappy fighters.
And they travel in packs.
And they travel in packs, and they're very fond of militias, termites, as a people. They're very obsessed with maintaining a strong militia presence, to protect them, protect themselves from them fire ants, with their radical ideology. Ryan, do we have you back? No, Ryan, no. All right.
I will text him and ask him what happened.
Indeed. So as you're pulling up into a parking lot of sorts, a termite woman carrying her two termite kids, with a third one straggling along behind, shoots you a dirty look. That seems to say, "You don't belong here, Crab Man."
Claus smiles at her and just like tips her hat to her.
Tips his hat.
Tips his hat to her. Yeah.
He tips her hat. Hey!
Take that. Ryan said he got booted off. I guess he's coming back.
All right. Hopefully he's coming back. So, as you guys are sitting there, checking the cargo or whatever, making sure your parking brakes are on, and dealing with the 8 gear shifts, a Jeep buggy kind of pickup, a pickup that has had all of the paneling stripped off of it, pulls up next to you. Looks like it's got an engine from a truck, like an actual truck like yours, put into the front of it. And there's like 8 termite guys in it, in various, like some in the bed, some in the cab. And they jump off, and some of them have got like hunting shotguns and stuff. They see you, and they walk up to the side of the truck, and they say, "Hey, what are you doing in my spout?"
We're just waiting to meet a friend. Won't be long. Plenty of other parking spots around here.
Yeah, but this is my spout. This is where I park. This is my spout.
Well, we'll be out of your way soon.
Look, I don't think you have any friends around here. I think you should get on.
We're waiting to meet someone.
Oh, you waiting to meet someone? Well, maybe I'm waiting to meet you. And he points his shotgun lazily at you. It's kind of resting on the uh, on the door frame.
Listen, friend, you don't want to do this. Just go find another spot to park. We'll be gone soon, and everything will be peachy.
You know what? I think that me and my boys are gonna have us a delicacy. We're gonna have us some crab meat. And you could tell that he's about to pull the trigger on that shotgun. What do you do?
Before he does that, I'm gonna. They're termites, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to reach out with one of my claws and just like snip his head off. I'm going to start crab fighting him.
All right, make me that crab fight roll as you snip his head off.
So I roll 3 dice because I've got fights. The 7 and 8, so that's 15.
You snip his head clean off, and a bunch of termite juice goes squirting, and he sort of flails backwards. As the other termites are like, "Oh no, do!" and they all pile in towards you. They're trying to swarm the door.
Can I grab the shotgun out of his dying hands and shoot them?
Sure, but I don't think you have shooting.
I do not.
So this is going to be a regular
wait.
2-8.
You know who does?
You know who does?
That Ryan guy who just came back.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
That's all right. So some termite men are hassling you, and your friend just snipped one of their heads off before he pulled a shotgun.
You have shoot, right?
Yeah, I have guns.
His guns.
All right. So I'm gonna grab the gun and toss it to Daryl.
It's
I guess
it's a shotgun.
Yeah, there's a pack of 7 ferocious termites. Redneck termites.
Oh goodness.
They don't like your types, you know. Them, what's that phrase? Yeah, they don't like quote unquote New Yorkers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, they're those kind of termites.
For those not aware, they're either that means they don't like the gays, or potentially they're very prejudiced towards Jewish people.
Or both.
Or both. It could be both. Both are flavors of New Yorker, is my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think if metropolitan might just be more of a sly way to say gay. New Yorker would definitely be Jewish.
Yeah.
Either way,
anti-Semitic termites.
Either way, they're anti-Semitic termites, and they don't,
or homophobic,
and or homophobic, and or both, and they don't much appreciate your ancient crabmilic tradition.
Man, can't 2 men just drive a truck across the country without getting all these innuendos these days?
For their crab goddess.
For their crab goddess.
Yeah, we're doing it for the crab goddess. It's not gay if there's a goddess involved.
Yeah. Now, if it was a crab god, totally gay.
Yeah. Crab god's in a different state.
Also, technically, we're shellfish, so you know, the antithesis of kosher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't eat yourself.
That's true.
Does it say in the Bible, in the Torah, that anthropomorphic crabmen cannot enter into the covenant?
I guess not.
I'm not sure. I've never really read it that
Although
close.
crabs do eat other crabs sometimes.
Yeah, because they're uncivilized and they haven't been brought the light of the crab goddess. Yeah. Anyway, I will consult with a rabbi afterwards whether shellfish men can become Jewish.
We'll have to check the crab Torah.
Indeed.
All right.
So, roll me 2d8 because you have gun.
Yep, Daryl
3d8.
Catches the gun.
Yeah,
and
3.
Ryan,
Sorry,
you roll 3d8.
I'm gonna have to
roll another
I
one.
only have I only have
Oh,
two.
okay.
So we're at 9. We're at 13.
Did you roll the second one? The third one, rather?
That was all three. Yeah.
Okay, so so you add the two highest numbers together.
Okay. In that case, it was 10.
10. All right. So you clip one of the termites, um, and he sort of falls back screaming. And what are you doing, Claws?
So he shot one of them.
Yeah, he's not dead. He's
I'm going
winged.
to. So if they're all trying to climb out the same door, I'm just going to like kick in and try to push them all back.
All right, so you kick your door open, and you're trying to send them all flying away.
Oh,
Because they're swarming. They're swarming in. They're trying to swarm into the truck.
Oh, I thought they were swarming out of their truck. Okay.
No, they already
So yeah,
climbed.
so I'm gonna kick my door open into them to push them all away.
Yeah, cool. So roll. That's fighting. Roll me 3d8.
That's not as good. That's 11 is my highest.
11. Yeah. So you smack one, and he goes flying through the rest. But the others kind of just sort of peel away. You know them termite folk. They're real skittery.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them's shouting. They're all shouting at you in some kind of termite language. It's very similar to the language you guys speak, but it's all a lot of the letters just sort of run together. They're all like, getting that dang freaking dang crabbing dude. He gonna get fucked up. There's a lot of screaming and shouting as they're, cocking guns and loading shotguns. And two of them walk up to you. One of them smashes a bottle of beer, and he lunges at you. He's gonna try and gouge your face out.
Oh God!
He's keen for crab meat. Do you have some kind of ability to defend?
I have fight. That would be defending.
Yeah, I suppose. You could also just try and fucking tough out the blow. I'd let you.
I have strong. I could just.
You could try and eat it, or you could try and block him.
I'm gonna try to block him.
All right, make me that fight.
That's an 8.
Ooh. Yeah. So you go to block it, and it sort of catches on the edge of your claw, and you can feel it hitting into the tender bits inside. But the boss does smash. But now you've got a little bit of glass wedged in under your claw.
Well, now I'm angry, and I'm going to fuck that guy's shit up. That one who just stabbed me.
How do you fuck his shit up?
Not well. Doesn't 4. So I push him away.
Yeah, you push at him, and he's
not enough to hurt. Just like, get off.
You push at him, and he stumbles. Ryan, there's a big group of angry termite dudes. There's like 7 of them.
All right, I'm going to do something that is probably not possible under the laws of physics, but giant crab people.
We also have a star in our cab.
Yeah, indeed. You have a binary star system in the back of your truck, so do whatever.
All right. So Daryl shouts, "Hang on to something, Claus." He puts the pedal to the floor and takes the truck into a really, really tight turn, hoping that the centrifugal force will hurl the termites off the truck.
Right, so you guys had parked your truck, but I'm still fine with this. You quickly drop your foot down and go and start doing a mad doughy, hoping that the binary star system lends you a bit of extra power, and you're going to try and wipe out these termites by tail whipping your trailer around.
Yeah, basically.
All right, well, roll me 3d8.
Okay. 11.
11. Yeah, you just take 2 or 3 of them out. They just go splat against the side of your trailer. As Claus is just clamped down on the edge of the door as you're whipping around. Claus, you're sort of flying around. What do you do?
So I'm going to use the momentum, and I'm gonna stick my claw out. So as we're spinning, I could just be slicing termites as we go by.
Yeah, it's your special sharpened claw.
Oh yeah,
You went to a crab surgeon and got it augmented.
totally illegal, but it's so good. Would that be fighting?
Yeah, that's fighting.
Okay.
It's not smooth.
No, it's not.
Actually, it could be strong to just hold the fuck on.
Either way, it's the same thing.
It's
That's
3 dice either way.
Yeah. 11.
11. All right, so you cut a few of their heads off, and it's at this point that a whole bunch of bikers on dirt bikes, ride up. It sounds like a horde of lawnmowers coming down the road. And they get off their bikes and they've got chains and angry-looking baseball bats, and they look strung the fuck out. They just walking up towards your truck, and they shout something that kind of sounds like French. And the other termites just scatter. And then one of them comes through the crowd and walks up towards your truck as it's slowing down in the donut. And he steps up onto the side, and it's your drug dealer.
Oh, so these are more termites that came up.
Yeah, these are more termites. These are biker termites, but dirt biker termites.
Right.
They're like moonshiner bikers. They're making bathtub speed.
Cracker, just the termite I was hoping to see.
Oh, Snow Crab, how are you?
It's going well, my friend. We've got ourselves a bit of a long haul, and I need to fill up the tank, as it were.
Okay. Yeah, sure. And he grabs a backpack. It looks like a kid's school backpack. It's ripped on one of the arms, and he drops it into your cab. He says, "Now, you're gonna have to do me a little favor. This is all yours, but I need you to take something with you out of town. I don't much care where it goes, but I need it gone. And I need you to put it somewhere safe, where it can be retrieved. You think you could do that for me, or is that too high a price?"
I look over at my partner here. What does Claus think?
We got to get done if this is what it takes to do it.
I need that
now,
amphetamine,
what
man.
do we think Cracker has? I'm going to ask the chat. What does Cracker have? And we'll see what happens. I'll also do some quick random articling, and we'll see if we get anything. He does not have a town in Kabul.
Are you sure?
He might have this glam metal album though. But I'm gonna see what the chat says. What else?
I got a blues album.
I got another town in England. I got a footballer. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's keep with the galactic theme. So he hands you a little purse, and you open it, and it's got marbles in it, but they're glowing. He's like, now, this needs to be somewhere safe, and don't get them wet. They expand when they're wet. And also, don't put them near any hydrogen. They expand when they get near hydrogen.
Expand into what?
They just expand, all right? You ever heard of the expanding universe theory? Yeah, don't put this shit near water or hydrogen.
Wait, is that a bag of universes?
It ain't a bag of universes. You can't fit a universe in no bag. Bag of galaxies.
Oh.
Look, I was in a high stakes marbles game, all right, with some freaky octopus dudes. You know, had eye stalks coming out their heads, and you know, they were telling me about uh, about all sorts of crazy weird shit. And I ended up cleaning up, and now they sending people after me. All right, so I'm gonna need you to take these out of town and find somewhere safe for them to be stored. Okay. Now you text me on this burner number. Once you found a nice place for them, I threw in a burner phone free of charge into the bag of drugs there. Now you got bathtub speed, you got Mexican speed. I even put in a little Cajun speed in there for you, as well as a few little extra party favors. So you use those however you see fit.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, my friend. We'll find somewhere for these little galaxies to live far away from water and hydrogen.
Indeedly, see that you doodly. And then you guys pull out of town. So, where's the next stop? You guys feeling hungry? You feeling rowdy? You feeling horny? Where you going?
Well, I think that got the rowdy out of our system.
Yeah.
Let's, fuck, we can get done with this Pennsylvania Turnpike bullshit.
Pennsylvania's long.
Pennsylvania is long. Well, man, this Pennsylvania Turnpike is endless.
It takes forever.
Am I out of
Takes like
Pennsylvania
8 hours.
yet? I'm still on the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Eventually we'll hit Ohio.
Yeah, once you hit Pittsburgh, you're almost out of Pennsylvania.
I see yet another Washington. I assume there's a shitload of places called Washington in America.
Yeah.
Where's this? Anyway, so where do you guys hit next? You tell me the kind of place you're looking for, and I will find a weird American town.
I'm thinking we got our speed, we got our cargo. We need some food.
Yeah. It's a long haul.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. What is this town? Is this even a town? Triadelphia. What? What state am I in? I'm in West Virginia. All right.
Oh, you're following a different route than I am. Okay.
Evidently. There is a fucking Triadelphia is a dumb name. There's a place called Triadelphia. So as you're coming down this long-ass highway, you see 3 turnoffs from the same, like, within 50 meters of each other on the side of the road. And they all say different places, and they're all, like, colored differently, and they've got, like, graffiti and shit all over them. And you know that you've arrived in Triadelphia. Now, I apologize if there's any Triadelphia listeners in the place, because I know literally nothing about this place except that it has a stupid ass name. Triadelphia is notorious amongst crab truckers for being the site of an endless turf war between the Triadelphia Fireworks Supermarket, the Triadelphia Cherokee Gift Shop and Boot Store.
Oh, yeah.
And the Triadelphia Comfort Inn. Now, they're each owned by different ethnic groups. To be honest, I'm not sure whether the Cherokee gift shop is operated by Cherokees or not, and I'm not really comfortable anthropomorphizing the Cherokee people into an animal. So maybe the Cherokees are just people.
Okay.
The fireworks supermarket, though, I feel like that is operated by, you know what? Let's say that's operated by some fire ants.
Oh, goodness.
And does anyone have a suggestion for who the Comfort Inn is run by?
I want to say, like, squirrels.
A group
That
of
sounds good.
squirrels. All right. Cool. So you see these three signs. Uh, all of these places probably have food, but which one do you gotta go to?
What you in the mood for, Claus?
Well, I gotta say, after that last run-in we had, I might want to stay away from some insectoids for a while.
I'm gonna go to the fireworks supermarket.
Um, maybe the inn's probably got some food.
All right, Comfort Inn it is. Next stop,
Yeah.
Squirrel Town.
You guys pull off the freeway and start going down the turnoff, and you see that these other two turnoffs they run parallel to yours. Yours is kind of in the middle. They run parallel to yours, and then these things start to become crazy loops. It's like those freeways in LA that have like three stories stacked on top of each other, and they all wind and crisscross up and under each other. It's like that, except in a small ass fucking town in West Virginia.
Hmm.
Um, as you're snaking along, and then you see like the most graffitied looking cop car ever pull out on one of those on one of those turnoffs, and its sirens are blaring. And then on the other one, like county sheriff's like SUV is blaring, and then like a state police car comes up behind you, sirens blaring. And you can hear them shouting at each other, and the state police car behind you is like, "Please, please proceed to the Comfort Inn. We will escort you safely." As you hear the like local PD shouting from the other turnpike, "Nah, if you go that Comfort Inn, I'm gonna fucking kill you!" And then you hear the sheriff one being like, "You have to make your choice, friend, but no, your choice has consequences." Uh,
I could never get over how weird this town is.
Daryl is having freeway interchange flashbacks here at the moment, so he's kind of like gone wide-eyed. Oh, Claus, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. What are we gonna do?
Just go to the Comfort Inn. Just go to the Comfort Inn.
All right, okay. Pass me some of that Cajun meth.
I hand you some Cajun meth.
as you pull the little Ziploc bag of Cajun meth out, you can see that it has been rolled in spices.
Of course.
And it's you wouldn't exactly describe they don't exactly look like they came out of a pill press. It almost looks like somebody just squeezed a whole bunch of drugs together in their hand. They're hand pressed pills down on the farm homemade speed.
Well, if it gets the job done.
Dale, did you shovel handfuls of the stuff into your face?
Well, clawfuls, but yeah, maybe a clawful. I don't want to overdo it.
You love this stuff. It's real spicy. It's got a real tang.
It's got a kick.
Yeah, it's almost like kimchi. It's narcotic kimchi.
Whew.
It's got a real fire to it.
Those are some peppery pills.
Pepper pills. Pop me a pickled load of pepper pickled pills.
It's like the first episode of Breaking Bad where Jesse would put cayenne pepper in his mouth.
Yes, I forgot about that. It's his signature. I didn't even think about that when I did it. Yeah. And now you start to. So speed, not really known as a hallucinogen. It's mostly just a
No.
stimulant. However, ghost peppers and Carolina Reapers
Ooh.
have been known to
Yeah, that'll do it.
to induce delirium. Um, as your mouth starts to burn with that Cajun speed spice, you start to go on a spirit journey. As you pull into the parking lot of the Comfort Inn, you can hear just an endless drumming. It's very rhythmic in almost like a mechanical way. Claus, you can see that somebody's jackhammering in the car park. And they're preparing a pothole to be filled in. And Daryl sort of stumbles out of the cab. And Daryl, you can hear the songs of the crab goddess. She's summoning you to a secret spiritual oasis, hidden within the folds of her divine robes. As you stumble across this endless expanse of black stone. And Klaus, you see Daryl go stumbling across the parking lot and fall into the Comfort Inn's pool, and start like frothing at the mouth and talking about the crab goddess. She's giving me a vision.
I'm being born again.
He'll be all right.
He starts shouting about how you have to get the band back together. It's the only way to save the orphanage.
We're on a mission
Claus
from the crab goddess.
shakes his head and goes into what I assume is like a greasy spoon diner attached to the inn.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly that. And a heavy-set crab man walks over as you see a bunch of squirrels in the back arguing. They're shouting in their weird squirrel language about you think it's about some food or something. And then one of them shouts something at the crab guy that's come over to you, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting to it. He says,
Also,
coffee.
for some reason, I picture that all the squirrels are wearing suits.
Yeah, maybe. And he holds up like a very thick, oily pot of coffee. He says, coffee?
Yeah, two. My friends.
He looks out the window as if as Dale's like, oh, the crab goddess! He's like,
Yeah.
you guys truckers?
Yes, sir.
On a mission from the goddess?
Mm-hmm.
He pours you 2 cups. He says, all right, well, what can I get you for eats?
How about 14 salmon burgers?
Sorry, we're out of salmon.
Trout?
Trout machine's broke.
Yeah, well, what do you got?
I could bring you a couple of the specials.
What's in the special?
It's mostly leftover seafood extender and a little bit of acorn porridge made into kind of like grits.
You know what? I shouldn't have asked. Yeah, whatever. Just bring us 2 bowls of that.
All right. It brings you out like a bowl of seafood extender grits, which is, I understand that grits is like porridge, but with a corn flour or something in it.
Yeah, basically. It's not really porridge. It's more like corn flour cooked so that it all kind of like clumps together into little bits.
If you've ever had polenta, it's very similar to that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've had polenta.
Or like saucy couscous.
Okay, yeah, all right. I know couscous.
Yeah.
So they lead you. They lead you back. They don't lead you back. He goes back behind and then A few minutes later, comes back out and he puts these two plates down. The plating is terrible. It's just like a big fucking slop in the middle of the plate. There's little splashes everywhere. Didn't even wipe it with a napkin. Just sits it down, sort of like shoves two spoons into it. Says, your friend gonna be okay out there? He's
Yeah,
starting
he'll get over it once the pepper wears off.
Reveal your majesty to me, crab goddess.
Brilliant. Is there anything you'd like to do to try and interpret the crab goddess' message?
Yeah, I guess I would like to open my eye stalks and just let it absorb into my shell.
Let her majesty flow through. I think that's just going to be a flat 2d8.
I think so. Whoa, 13. Best roll all night so far.
You see everything. You understand now why the crab goddess needs those stars delivered. Why you have to protect them. She's building a new constellation.
It's gonna be beautiful.
And those that help her build this constellation shall be enshrined for eternity in its memory.
My goddess. A single tear rolls down Daryl's eye stalk. I don't know if crabs can cry, but they can hear.
Anthropomorphic crabmen can. And it's at this point that I would like you to roll me. Actually, I'm going to roll a dice. Odds or even, Daryl?
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm gonna go with even.
Well, aren't you lucky that you stripped off all your clothes before you went into the mystic oasis of the crab goddess? Because otherwise, a bunch of galaxies would be expanding in this pool.
Oh, God.
As you see, as the peppers start to wear, the pepper speed starts to wear off, and you see a few of the marbles have rolled out of your pocket and are sitting there on the concrete next to the pool that you are in, as you realize it's freezing cold.
Are there any towels nearby?
Ain't no towels. You're lucky that there wasn't a pool cover on this pool, because then you would have fucking drowned.
There's a crab.
Crabs breathe water? Crabs have a gill-like device?
How do crabs... let's see if what Google says. There's different types of crabs. There are aquatic crabs that can breathe underwater. There are intertidal crabs that I believe can do both. And then there are terrestrial crabs which cannot breathe water.
I assume that you guys are intertidal crabs. And can do both.
Then someone said they have gills to breathe underwater, and on land they keep those gills moist.
Moist? That's why you guys are always drinking. You got to keep your gills moist.
There you go.
You're not alcoholics. You're just, maintaining good respiration. So Daryl comes in.
Yeah, Daryl hauls himself out of the pool, and not wanting to get his clothing or the bag full of galaxies wet, picks up like a lawn chair and folds it up and covers himself with it.
Covers himself with the lawn chair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like bends it around his body awkwardly with his super strong crab claws.
Just bends the cheap stainless steel.
Yeah. And then kind of walks into the diner.
Crab walk.
Skitters.
Hi, y'all. Sorry about your pool out there. Y'all got any towels?
A bunch of the squirrels come out screaming at you, telling you can't come in here naked. What are you doing? You gotta put clothes on. Get out of here.
I got a lawn chair.
Hello, Jerry. What are you doing? This is an outstanding establishment. You gotta get out of here. Go get some clothes right now.
All right.
I think he just needs a towel so that he can dry off and put his clothes back on.
The crab waiter guy throws his like apron at you. It's all like stained. It looks like he's never washed it.
Oh God. Oh, well, beggars can't be choosers. Much obliged, brother. And then I duck out of the diner and start like patting myself as dry as I can get.
And then you go pick up your stuff and come back
Yeah.
in to eat your weird ass food. It tastes real gross.
Yeah.
It is.
It was a little bit better when it was hot.
Seafood extender and grits.
A little bit.
Just put a shitload of Tabasco on it.
Oh, yeah.
Not too much, though. I don't want to have another fidget.
Yeah, I did.
I've had my fill of spicy food for a while.
All right, so you guys have eaten. What's next? Do you guys head out of town?
Yeah, well, we stop at the gas station, and I pick up some snacks.
Oh, there's no gas station in town.
Oh. Damn.
You can see the side of a gas station. It looks like it has been firebombed repeatedly.
Okay, well, then I guess I don't pick up snacks.
Don't mess with those fire ants.
Oh, no.
You've probably got enough fuel to get you to... Hang on, let me zoom the fuck out. Where are we? We're in West Virginia. This is a lot of highway to go. You reckon if you push on through the night, you could probably make it to Lebanon?
I'm assuming that's not the country.
That's right. There is a Lebanon, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
It's actually not that far from Springfield, Missouri. Maybe you could.
You're taking us south. Okay.
Maybe you could stop in on those RPG crabmen. Them nerdy crab boys in Springfield.
Yeah, why not? We'll go visit Crab Ross and his...
Crab playing public radio?
Yeah.
CPPR.
CPP. Yep.
CPR. All right, so you guys drive on through the night. You're high on speed. Make me a drive roll.
Right.
That's funny because there's a Springfield, Illinois, too, one state over.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that Springfield is called Springfield in The Simpsons.
9.
Yeah.
9. Okay, so you get to Lebanon. You get to Lebanon just before dawn. And actually, as you're driving towards it, you see a turnoff for Sleeper, Missouri. Just as Claus startles awake and whispers, Sleeper must awaken. Having a dream that we were on an endless beach. There were weird sandworms, and I was their king.
We can go to the Munger Moss Motel.
The Munger Moss Motel. So, you guys need to get fuel in Lebanon. So, there's a Steak and Shake. I have heard about Steak and Shakes. And there's a Denny's.
Well, there's also a Waffle House, and if the choice is between Waffle House and Denny's,
go to the Waffle House.
Yeah, your podcast is all about Waffle Houses.
Oh, yeah.
You get those boysenberry Sonic Drive-In. Oh, it's like a drive-in movie place?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
it's like an old-timey... They have.
Okay, weird. Anyway, so you need to get fuel.
Walmart. That would have fuel, but probably...
Walmarts have petrol stations?
Walmarts have in towns like this. Walmarts have everything.
Weird.
Yeah. Although they might not have. No, they probably would. If it's right off the highway, they probably would have diesel fuels too. Anyway, yeah, we'll just go to the
Well,
gas station somewhere.
Daryl has plenty of Daryl fuel. He just needs fuel for the truck.
Yeah.
So,
You also need you also still need to find somewhere to store these marbles.
Right. Somewhere safe and away from water and hydrogen.
Which is, now that I think about it, really hard because water is in the atmosphere, as is hydrogen.
And hydrogen's in water.
yeah,
And hydrogen's in water. I mean, you could put it in some sand, I guess.
and it is the universe's most common element.
Yeah.
A brief description of the history of the universe. Hydrogen is a light and reactive gas that, under the right circumstances, becomes crab truckers.
Becomes everything. All right, so I'm gonna look at this map here. Let's see if there's a good place where we can hide some galaxies.
You got a whole lot of the United States ahead of you.
It's true,
That's
we do.
true.
Oh, there's apparently a Carthage in is this Missouri? Yeah, there's a Carthage in Missouri. What the fuck? There's also a Miami in, what is this state? There is a Miami, Oklahoma.
Look, they had a lot of places to name, and they got lazy.
That's true. We could go to Carthage, raise it to the ground, and sow the land with salt.
Oh, the salt of galaxies? That could be a fun time.
Why don't we go to Climax Springs?
Where's Climax Springs?
North. North of where we are. East of Warsaw. Oh, okay.
America, what the fuck?
I don't know, looks like there's lots of water in Climax Springs.
Well, yeah.
The population, although the population was only 124 at the 2010 census.
I'd say El Dorado Springs.
If you want to find Climax
This has
Springs,
been Looking at Google Maps, the podcast.
go to Jordan and go north, and you'll get to Climax Springs.
North of
Missouri.
Lebanon? Is Jordan north of Lebanon? Did somebody accidentally make a miniature map of the Middle East in the United States?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
California? Is it California? Also,
It's
here's
also-
Lake Ozark,
And
which
Pittsburgh,
is not a
Missouri.
lake, is very clearly a river.
Okay. Well, instead of just naming places in Missouri,
Yeah. We probably shouldn't hide the galaxies in the Ozarks.
Indeed.
we shouldn't hide them in Nevada, Missouri. It's just named after a state.
Well, there's California, Missouri as well.
Hey, the Missourians were too busy killing Kansans to
Yeah. So
to
you
name
guys,
their cities properly.
you guys pull into a truck stop and you fill it up on fuel as Klaus has got a bunch of road maps and he's laid them out on the hood. And you're looking at him like, well, what about this place? Like, I don't know about that place. It's not great. What about this one? What about this one? I am now looking at New Mexico. You guys do go right through Albuquerque.
Yeah. We have to go through Oklahoma, too. I guess we're going down Route 44.
Yeah.
Too bad we already picked up on
I know.
that.
Okay. Let's take a detour to the Grand Canyon and hide them there.
Isn't there a river at the bottom of the Grand Canyon?
Yes,
Not
there
at the
is.
bottom. On the way down. There's a lot of canyon before you get to the river.
All right, so where does the Grand Canyon start?
Yes.
Does
It's
it
actually
just
probably-
chance start in Canyon? That'd be funny. Canyon, what is this state? Texas? Oh, you guys go through the hat of Texas.
Yeah.
Just the hat, though.
I'm believe Grand Canyon National Park starts in either New Mexico or Arizona. I could be completely wrong.
All right, so we don't need to know. You guys decide that you're going to drop these things at the Grand Canyon, so you start hauling ass across the montage of the United States as we see. We zoom out into a map, and we see the Old Bay, the silhouette of the Old Bay, traveling along through Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, and New Mexico.
It is Arizona. I was right.
And then you arrive in Arizona, and we stop in Grand Canyon National Park near the Hopi
Yeah.
Reservation, by the looks of it. Oh, and there's a Navajo Nation reservation there as well. Cool. So you pull up towards the Grand Canyon.
Daryl hasn't slept. He's got like a 5 o'clock shadow, maybe like a day or two growth of beard, and
you've blown through the Mexican meth and the bathtub meth. You've got the Cajun meth left and the party favors.
What are the party favors? We never really
I don't
found
know
out.
yet. I tried to think of something, but I'm sure we'll get to it when Ryan's character starts eating them. I mean, Kate, maybe there's peyote, right? Peyote would be great to do at the Grand Canyon while you're hiding galaxies in it.
Oh, God.
Go on a real vision quest. Or rather, go on a white guy vision quest, right? You be like the Doors and go into the desert and take some peyote.
Claus, we got to make this fast. We're running a little low on meth, and unless you want me to have some more vision quests.
No, definitely not. All right, so let's find a place and text it to your drug friend, and then be out of here.
Yeah, you betcha. All right, so we park the truck in one of those scenic photo turnoffs, and we commenced to looking for a good place to hide some galaxies where they won't get wet.
All right.
I guess, yeah, I'll roll.
I got a 13.
Yeah, that's better than me, but I got an 11, so not bad.
Cool. So one of you finds a kind of a bush that you think is shaped vaguely like the crab goddess, and then another one sees a burning luminous tree twinkling with the lights of eternity, and then you kind of rub your eyes and realize you just had a bit of chili pepper in it. It's just a dead tree. So which one are you going to put your galaxies in?
I think we should adorn the tree that resembles the crab goddess with the bag of galaxies.
Well, the thing that looks like the crab goddess was just a shrub, right? It's a
Right.
desert bush.
But it looks like the crab goddess.
Yeah,
It
if you
does.
squint real hard, but yeah, sure. That's going to be
Maybe-
great when you say to the person, yeah, so look for the bush that looks like the crab goddess, and it's like a year from now, so the bush looks completely different.
We'll take a picture of it and text it to him.
Turn on the GPS tag on your smartphone so that it's much easier to find.
Yeah.
We'll geotag it for him.
Yep. So you bury the galaxies in this dry, powdery earth. You take a quick snapshot, and then you head back to your truck. And as you're heading back to your truck, you see flashing lights as a bunch of cops have surrounded your truck.
Uh-oh.
You do anything while I was sleeping?
I may have had some more.
Flashback to the thing that you did, and now tell me what the thing is you did that has the cops investigating the truck.
I kind of feel like I I had some more of the Cajun meth while he was asleep, and so we start off on a medium close up of Claus asleep in the front seat of the cab, and it slowly pulls back to reveal that no one is driving the truck. And then you
There's like a
hear,
rope tied to the steering wheel.
yeah, and a brick on the pedal, the gas pedal. There's a quick insert shot of that, and then you hear "woo" and cuts outside the truck, and you see Daryl again naked, standing on top of the cab.
I am the avatar of change.
And then he blows right past the speeding trap, and
Oh, we're gonna issue that guy a speeding ticket. What about the reckless driving? I don't care about reckless driving. That doesn't generate revenue. Arresting people costs revenue. We want to just be issuing speeding tickets. And thus began the cross-country police checks. But
We
you
just-
guys pulled over. And so, yeah. What did you do?
I may have had a little bit more of the Cajun meth while you were asleep.
God damn it! You can't have that spicy shit, man.
Listen. Maybe you better do all the talking here. I'm a little bit strung out right now.
All right, just shut up then.
He
all
pulls
right.
his trucker cap down over his face.
Bloodshot eye stalks.
Little crumbs of meth on the corners of his mouth.
I hold up my claws. Evening, officers.
This your vehicle?
Well, it's both of ours, yes, sir.
We got reports of some suspicious activity and excessive speed. From about this here truck. I'm wondering
About
if you'd
our
be able
truck,
to
sir?
illuminate us on that.
Oh well, I certainly don't know. We've been following the speed limit. We're just trying to get our goods here across over to California.
Ugh, they all kind of groan at the sound of California.
Yeah.
Why are you boys heading out that way for? What cargo you got in there? And I'll point out that these are humans. That strangest of American creature.
Well, sir, we're heading out that way because our boss told us that's where we need to go. You know how it is. We just do the driving. We don't make the decisions.
You crab people. You're all the same. You all think you own this country. You know, my forefathers fought and died for this country. You know, we didn't get no thanks for it neither. All of you crab people, you're all born with silver spoons in your mouths. But real hard-working Americans, you know.
Well, this guy's making his racist spiel. I'm going to lean over to Daryl and say, stand next to the cab there. And I'm going to say, officer, would you like to see what it is we're towing?
Yeah, you know what? You open up that trailer, and I'll point out that for narrative convenience, the entire trailer can like fold open like Optimus Prime's battle station.
I was hoping for like a door on the side I could slide open too.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
it like irises open like a camera.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, officer, here you go. And I close my eyes. I cover my eye stalks with one claw and turn away as I smash the button with my other claw. And the wall iris opens, and these two rotating stars just bathe everything with pure sunlight.
You hear a like heat wave kind of noise, like when you open a fireplace, except 1,000 times louder, and then you hear screaming and like a boiling sound, and then like this crushing noise.
And then I close it.
Close the door, and when you open your eyes, there is no vegetation on this side of the truck. There is no asphalt. The concrete has cooked. There are no cars. There's no cops. There's nothing. It is just bare, barren rock. And the smell of ozone.
Well, have a good day, officers. Time for us to go, Daryl.
Yeah, I expect it is.
And as you guys are pulling out of the thing, you can see the tourists that were half obscured by the truck clutching their eyes as they've all blistered and feeling around for their loved ones in their final moments. As you get back on the road again.
We have a deadline to meet.
Yeah, indeed, you do.
You just Raiders of the Lost Ark a few dozen people.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, look, they were cops, all right?
Hey, he was being racist.
That's true. He was.
Yeah, you got to teach those humans their place.
Exactly.
If
They're
you're
not like us us good, pure crab people.
If you're not forceful with humans, they get uppity. So you guys start heading towards California, and you see the beautiful majesty of the Nevada, Sierra Nevada mountains and whatnot.
Yep.
I
make sure to stay awake this time.
Those beautiful desert scenes that are in every Terminator movie, because there's always a scene where they are driving through the Californian desert.
Yep. I mean, that's nice. I'm more making sure that Daryl doesn't stop driving to go stand on the roof of the car again. Truck, not car.
Brilliant. And as you start to get close to California, you start to see signs hanging from like road signs. It's like posters that people have put up that have like a picture of a star and then like a big no red cross across it. And then you see like peace symbols and more of that stuff, and then you get to the actual border, and there's just a whole bunch of like hippie vans and humans and squirrels and a whole array of anthropomorphic folk and crabs standing in the middle of the road with big signs saying no to solar fusion. We're a fusion-free state. These people seem to be protesting the transportation of stars through their state. They think that it's unhealthy for their children and various other nonsense. You know, little solar radiation never did anyone any harm.
Exactly.
It's just a crush of people protesting your truck as you arrive at the border, and a crab guy in like a state trooper's outfit kind of walks up to you and says, sorry about the mess of people. You guys got any fruit?
No,
nope.
sir.
All right, good, because we don't allow. We're very concerned about the contamination of California's agricultural diversity, so we are not allowing the transportation of fruit across state lines in order to decrease the chances of various banana blights, fruit fly infestations, and other agricultural plagues. So, this is your last chance to dispose of any fruit before crossing into the state. If you have any fruit, please step out of the vehicle and place them in the bins provided. If you are found carrying fruit and it is proven that you brought it across state lines, you will be fined and potentially even have to suffer jail time. So, I ask again, do you have any fruit?
I will check the party favors. Are they fruit?
Mushrooms aren't fruit.
No, they're not.
I've got ketchup packets. Does that count?
Yeah, no, you're fine, man. What are you guys hauling?
That would be a binary star system, sir.
Oh, this is 29 Aquarii. We've been expecting you guys coming through.
Yep, that's us.
Bring it down to Santa Barbara.
You guys are making good time. We had another one of your cohort come through a few hours ago. But we weren't expecting you guys for a few days. I guess is what they say about you, you divine crab truckers. You know, you really got the blessing of the goddess behind you.
Well, goddess wants this in Santa Barbara. Goddess gets this in Santa Barbara.
All right. Well, you guys are gonna have to try and make your way through this crowd, and you know, between you and me, I'm turning off my body camera in the security feed. So you know, somebody gets hit by a truck. You know, no one needs to know.
Thank God for the Republicans passing those laws about protesters blocking the roads.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? I mean, people gotta get to work. Why can't they just protest like the crabmen of old, you know? Peaceful protests where nobody gets inconvenienced.
Doesn't sound quite as effective, but yeah, sure.
It's like Martin Luther Crab Jr. used to say, you know?
I mean,
I don't actually know what he said, but the point is...
I'm sure he said something on it.
You guys are doing the goddess's work.
He said some real inspiring things.
And he waves you on through. Now, how are you going to get through the crush of people?
You could drive around them.
You could. All right. What's the terrain like around here?
Shrubland desert. Scrubland desert, rather. Oh, actually, maybe there's a bunch of cacti. Yeah, there's fields of cacti around. Like the tall ones, like you see in cowboy cartoons, and also this part of the United States.
All right. In that case, I guess what I'm gonna do, I got an idea. I'm gonna start driving around in the desert in the patch where the cacti are, and I'm gonna use the stars, the gravity from 29 Aquarii to just start picking up cactuses into its orbit. And then I'm gonna speed toward the crowd of protesters and slam on the brakes
with your accretion disc of cacti.
Yeah, so that the cacti get like a little gravity boost as they're circling around the star. And
I'm gonna make a cactus like frag cannon. It's gonna be great. All right, make me that drive check.
Okay. That's a 10.
All right. You can't really see through all the cacti everywhere, but you think you're pointed at the road, and you slam on the brakes, and you feel like the truck almost flip over end as the stars want to go launching, and you quickly like engage the emergency brake things that they attach to your trailer, and like these guidelines with explosive tips shoot into the rock to stop the truck flipping the fuck over and launching itself into orbit. And all these cacti just flying towards the people, and they just start screaming and fleeing in multiple directions. Now, the downside of this being, the truck is now firmly anchored into the ground. Someone's gonna have to do some swashbuckling or something and free it.
I guess that's my job. Could that be a mechanic roll?
I would allow mechanic.
All right. So I'm going to hop out and roll mechanic. That is a 14.
All right, so describe to me how cool this looks as you're cutting lines.
So I'm thinking Claus kicks the door open and runs out and just like no, he leaps onto the roof of the cab and then over onto the down onto the driver's side and just runs around with his claw out, snipping all the lines, and then leaps back into his side and slams the door shut.
How very samurai.
Exactly.
And you like bang on the dash as you fling yourself in, like go, 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 go.
Daryl blows the horn and peels off toward the place where the crowd used to be.
So what fantastic trucker music is playing as you guys, burst through the crowd of people and get back on the road? You can make up a song, or you can name an actual song. Could be something by Kid Rock.
Man, I don't want to give any credence to Kid Rock.
We had a character in one of my worldwide wrestling recordings that we did that is coming out sometime in the future. A character whose gimmick was that they were a former CIA operative that was tasked with overthrowing South American governments.
That's amazing.
His intro song was Fortunate Son as performed by Kid Rock. And then Eric Rhythm Master told me that Kid Rock actually does have a cover of that.
I'm not surprised.
Holy
so
shit.
You know what? Fine, let's go with Kid Rock. We're playing Ball with the Ball.
Ball with the ball for bang.
As it blares out of the truck's speaker system, and the protesters just like, well, this is just indecent. That's the look on their face. You didn't have to go the extra mile.
But we did.
And embarrass us like this. And you get on the road, but as you peel across the desert, you start to see combi vans and Priuses and Leafs and high-speed Teslas and a solar-powered car and one car that's pedal-powered, and they're coming up behind you in a weird eco-friendly Mad Max convoy. They're gonna stop that star from contaminating their town, from contaminating their beautiful state, the last bastion of green ethos in America. So what are you doing as you see like a Burning Man-esque sound truck, and a dude with a confetti gun guitar because flamethrowers are not eco-friendly, playing the war song of the environmentalists.
There's only one thing we can do, Claus.
What's that?
Daryl reaches into the backpack and fishes out the last giant pill of the Cajun meth.
Oh, no. Daryl, don't!
You're going to have to stuff this into the gas tank.
Oh! How very redline. A platinum nitro charge!
All right.
All right, make me that mechanics roll as you hang out the side of the truck and undo the gas tank, and then try and Cajun spice the gas tank.
Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, that is 14 again.
Nice job. So you jam it in there, and then you get your a wrench or something and jam it down in like you're preparing a musket. And then you start to screw on the tap, and you can on the cap onto the gas tank. You can feel it like swelling, like like Mentos in Coke. And Daryl, you could like feel the power in the engine, and you start to like feel the spice expanding over the steering wheel and up the twin gear shifts, and it's like flowing into you. And as you pull back into the cab claws, you can see Daryl's eyes are like differently dilated, and he like looks like he's glowing red. And what do you say, Daryl? I mean, I can think of a good dude joke.
The meth must flow.
All right, and then you drop your foot to the floor.
Yes.
All right,
You got to keep this thing on the road.
make that drive check.
Okay. 11.
All right, so as you slam your foot down, you can feel the raw power kind of like build up. And it's like in a comic book when like a car is going, well, not a comic book, but like a cartoon, like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Even though you're in motion, the truck like coils up and arches its back like a cat or a sprinter, and then like all the wheels spin with power, and there's fire spewing off them, and all these extra exhaust nozzles have like grown off the truck, and the paneling on the side of the trailer is like lifting up like an old shingled house in a tornado, and then you just let it rip, and this huge explosion of methy fire comes off the back of the truck, and a bunch of the panels on the trailer fly off, smacking into some of the hordes of eco-friendly Mad Max Raiders behind you as rays of Aquarii 29 start shooting out of the truck, lancing in random directions, burning things and just yanking cars in, and cactuses are flying in towards the thing as you just start melting tarmac, burning your way to where the fuck are we going? Santa Barbara?
Santa Barbara.
Burning your way across California to Santa Barbara County. But it's not enough. The solar-powered vehicles in their fleet are growing stronger. They're getting like 2,000% speed. You can see these solar-powered cars shooting up along next to you. You've got the speed. You can probably get there, but you need to get these damn eco-friendly crazy people off your tail. What are you gonna do?
Are we still in the desert?
The desert is quickly leaving you behind as you are traveling at plot-level speeds. You can see Los Angeles approaching in the distance as you rip through the San Bernardino?
Yeah.
Bernardino forest. You just set half of it on fire. As you twist through a mountain pass and come roaring down into LA, the solar cars hot on your tail. What do you do?
All right, I have an idea. I open the door, and Claus just climbs along the back, climbs along the truck to the back, and then holds on to the back of the trailer with his legs, and digs both of his claws down into the asphalt to like tear up the road behind us as we go.
All right, make me a strong to climb along the truck, and then I guess I'll fight.
That is 13 on strong.
All right, so you managed to like climb back without getting pulled into the star as its containment field is damaged.
Oh no!
Hanging off the back as the tarmac is bubbling and boiling from the heat of your car, of your truck rather.
And only an 8 for punching the ground.
All right, you punch the ground and a big chunk of molten magma asphalt flies and hits one of the solar cars behind you. And it explodes, but there's still more of them coming. And as you look back along the truck, you can see that your truck has no tires. It's got steel rims lined with fire. You're like
Return to
in
the
the
rims.
Ghost Rider mobile truck.
As long as we get there.
As long as we get there. This ain't covered by... Yeah, meth-induced super truck powers are not covered by insurance.
It's for the goddess.
So, you're shooting through LA and there's still more of these damn things coming. What are you guys gonna do? Try and swerve and knock them off the road. You could try and go off road and say, because you're in Los Angeles, you'll probably be shooting through the insides of buildings. You could try and physically shoot them. You could like jump onto their cars and start smashing their solar panels so that they have no power. And many, many more things.
Since it is
jumping on their cars is definitely daring.
yeah.
It is daring. It's also deadly. I don't know if you've gotten that far yet.
I have not, but it is daring.
It's daring. It is definitely daring. Risky standard.
What were you saying, Ryan?
I was gonna say, since we are in LA, could I speed the truck off of a highway section, and leave them behind
And
us?
like jump into the Los Angeles River, the big, huge concrete lined river.
Well, of course, you have to jump into the LA River.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant. All right, yeah, do it. Make me that
That's what it's
drive
there
check. You've got flaming suspension. I'm sure it'll go fine.
11.
All right, so you smash off of a bridge. It go flying through the air, and I feel like I can hear a little bit of music from Last Action Hero playing.
Speaking
then
of the
you-
Terminator, the T-1000 did it. Why can't we?
Yeah, either one. And then you slam down into the concrete and like it sparks and you sort of lose a lot of momentum and the trailer for the truck whips around and you can see the blazing light of twin stars lancing out past your window and the passenger side mirror just melts. As
Daryl makes the sign of the crab goddess and starts to pray.
What do your prayers sound like?
Mighty
crab
mother,
gods. Oh, crab
Oh,
goddess who art on mountain.
mighty motherfucking crab goddess who are on mountain, save me and my poor little motherfucking shell.
And just as that happens, you hit one of the parts of the LA River that still has a little bit of water in it, and it sprays up over the two stars, momentarily quenching them. As a bunch of the solar cars sort of drivers get out of their cars and shake their fists at you as you right yourself on the LA River and pull up, and begin your final push into Santa Barbara. It's at this point that your GPS stops working. Like, God damn it, where's that drop-off point?
I mean, I guess when you're moving at near supersonic speeds, it's
It
hard
happens.
to keep the GPS going.
Your Crabamon Go is asking you if you're driving because you've exceeded the user speed.
I'm a passenger.
It keeps bringing up the message because it's just traveling too fast. Your flaming meth wheels are starting to become a little more subsumed, and just as you arrive in this like expansive kind of it's like a paddock in Santa Barbara where there's a bunch of these other weird trailers. You pull in, and the fire on the wheels dies, and Daryl just kind of slumps at the wheel and hits his head on the horn, and it just goes. It blares.
Daryl's totally passed out.
And you see a bunch of crab astronomers walk up to your truck, and a bunch of crab truckers also looking at you. They're like, what the hell did you do to your containment trailer?
Claus gets off and walks over to the cab and opens the driver's side door and just pulls Daryl off the horn. Ooh. Had a run-in with some tree huggers on the way here.
Damn hippies.
A bunch of the other crab truckers are like nodding their heads knowingly.
Don't worry, they're nice and tight in there.
All right, well, we'll just take down your names. So it was to sign for delivery. So it was Daryl Snow Crab.
That's me.
And what was your name, sir? Claus.
Claus McKenzie.
Claus McKenzie. All right. Cut to eons in the future, and we see a person that looks suspiciously like Thomas Crab Hanks, with tattoos on his face and kind of a lazy eye, gathered around a fire with a bunch of chillins, telling the stories of the great warriors of the stars. And he looks up at the constellation of the crab goddess, and he says, "And you see, they rode on a chariot of fire, and they blazed a path across the world. And when at the end of the day, the crab goddess gave them leave to rest, and gave them a new home." And he points to one of the stars in the sky, one in this big, huge constellation of the crab goddess. He says, "They finally came to rest here in the crab goddess's sweet embrace for all eternity." And then the kids are like, "Oh, Grandpa, that was such a good story. Now tell us the one about the four crab truckers and with the blocker car and the crab swashbuckler." He's like, "I'm no good at that story." And then we see Krabby Berry, a crab woman that looks a lot like Halle Berry, walk over, and he says, Your grandma tells that story way better than I do."
Krabby Berry.
And thus ends our weird Cloud Atlas.
It was a dream the whole time.
A weird Cloud Atlas epilogue. So that was Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers. Ryan, you finally got to play.
Thank you. I quite enjoyed that. That was wonderful.
It's fun.
It is a wild ride.
Literally.
It's a wild ride. Wild Ride, the video game. Cool.
I'm glad you supported my decision to stuff meth into the gas tank, and that would work.
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't.
It was. We already had foreshadowed that it was divine meth.
Yeah. Rubbed with all of the Cajun spice.
Exactly.
Crackers,
I like to think it was
secret
part of the
herbs
Cajun
and
spices really helps. And I just dropped my dice all over the floor.
Oh no. Wonderful. Thank you for listening. Farewell from the past. I'm Raymond. All right, and that's where I'll cut it. I'll give it a quick slice.
Sweet.
Cool. Thank you guys for playing some stuff with us.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. Happy birthday.
I miss playing online with you guys. It's always fun, but I have been super busy lately.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Understandably busy.
Ryan's all like, "Ooh, I got a wife and a job." Boo, boo, boo.
And a mortgage.
He says it to me
Yeah.
all the time. That's all he talks about.
While I weep and watch my paycheck go away.
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
I've had my bank sends me notifications for when I have less than $100 in my checking account, so I don't overspend.
Mhm.
I get paid tomorrow, and I've been getting those notifications since last Wednesday.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been a fun week.
I keep every time I log into the Bank America app, it tells me how much I spend per month versus how much I make and put into the account, and it always says really depressing things like "Congratulations, you saved $7
Yeah.
this month."
Wow, you saved $7? That's a lot more than I ever save.
Yeah, my savings account right now is like $50. Like that's my savings in case something bad happens.
Yeah, living on the edge.
Yay!
All right, cool. Did you guys want to play another game, or you guys good?
I want to, but it's like 9:45, and
Indeed.
it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah,
No,
same
that's fine.
here. I
All
gotta
right.
go. I have some mixing of my own to do, so we can post something this week.
Okay.
Oh, we probably need a Patreon game, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too.
Okay.
You know what? I'll do that first, and I'll upload it. That way, you can
Okie doke.
first thing tomorrow if you want. Pull it off.
Are we doing Rasa now?
Yeah, I think we're gonna start off with Rasa, unless you wanted to
Oh
push it
no,
back.
we lost Robert Parsons.
Oh no.
Oh well.
All right. Well, I'm going to end the broadcast.
Yes.
So
We're still live. Jeez.
Yeah, because I was going to edit this one instead. I wanted to
Right.
see. So I'm yeah. All right. Thank
Sorry for all
you.
those listeners listening to our money woes.
Yeah.
It won't be in the podcast, but yes.
Well, that's good.
All right. Bye.